We salute you. We appreciate you. We salute you. We appreciate you. No. Amadike, one no Biafra. Odogu, Chuko Kike Chekwagi, let it in the rogi. Dragon Master, Biko do. My Prime Minister, Atakata Abo. Take us to bus stop. Ibera nyoto na anyasi. Anya jikerewo, ebo nyinozi na jogodo. We want to go, yo. Enu na. Ofoka injejen. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. Cabinet members, Dalo, media people, GCK. Deep down our heart, yo. Biafra, GCK. We are proud of you. We are very, very grateful. GCK. We cannot forget all your sacrifice. GCK. Nabanyagi kositi, bigger than number. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, we salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, we salute you.
It's Black Star Bitch.
The boy Nambana Pusyoko. Yo. Biafra Liberation Army. Biafra Defense Force. Biafra Marino. Biafra National League. Omunikwe Battalion. Ndini Nene Chekwa Bodani. We cannot forget all your sacrifice. Napanyagi Kositi. Bigata Namba. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, we salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. GCK. We cannot forget all your sacrifice. GCK. Nabanyagi Kositi, Bigata Namba. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, we salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, we salute you.
It's Black Star Bitch.
The boy Nambana Pusyoko. Yo. Biafra Liberation Army. Biafra Defense Force. Biafra Marino. Biafra National League. Omunikwe Battalion. Ndini Nene Chekwa Bodani. We cannot forget all your sacrifice. Napanyagi Kositi, Bigata Namba. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, we salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you.
Biafra is here. Special thanks to Mazi Simon for the Prime Minister.
right, left, 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 right.
The general. Biafra is here. As you can see, Biafra is here.
na-eme n'ụbọchị nketa obodo ekwensị bụ zuu Naijiria. Lekwa Naijiria ma dọsa ya Chineke nna dị ngosi. Onye ọbụla na-ekpe ekpere ka Naijiria wee wuru ofu nna nke Brgie ndị dị etu a wee laa ha n'iyi. Chineke nna kiwe biko bịa ka iwe kpọọ ha ọkụ kpọọ ezinụlọ ha ọkụ ka ha ra agbanyeghị ndị ha bụ ọbụladị ndị ụkọchukwu onye ọbụla mehụrụ ọnụ ma kulie wee sị na ọ ga-adịrị Naijiria na mma ọ ga-adịrị onye ahụ na mma na ezinụlọ na mma site ka o si wee na-eme n'ụbọchị nketa obodo ekwensị bụ zuu Naijiria. Lekwa Naijiria ma dọsa ya Chineke nna dị ngosi. Onye ọbụla na-ekpe ekpere ka Naijiria wee wuru ofu nna nke Brgie ndị dị etu a wee laa ha n'iyi. Chineke nna kiwe biko bịa ka iwe kpọọ ha ọkụ kpọọ ezinụlọ ha ọkụ ka ha ra agbanyeghị ndị ha bụ ọbụladị ndị ụkọchukwu onye ọbụla mehụrụ ọnụ ma kulie wee sị na ọ ga-adịrị Naijiria na mma ọ ga.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's program. I welcome every one of you that have joined, wherever you are connecting from. I thank you for being part of this program. You're welcome. Please like and share this program on your platform. Like and share the program to family and friends. Like and share the program to everyone that you can be able to connect. This evening we have come, as we always do, to preach the gospel of Biafra. Do not allow yourself to be left out of this message. The message we are about to preach this evening is a very important message. If you are genuinely a Biafran, you must have to share this video on your platform. Share this video to family and friends. Share this very program to anyone that is close to you, because the hour has come. Wherever you are and you are genuinely a Biafran, you do not need to allow somebody to beg you to share this program. You don't have to wait for somebody to beg you to join this program. You have to know that it is your responsibility, it's your civic responsibility to join this program and share this program, because that hour has come. My fellow Biafrans across the world, wherever you are watching us from, I welcome you, I welcome you, and I welcome you. It is important that you listen to this program. It's important that you pay attention to what is going on. Do not allow anybody to deceive you. Do not allow anyone to distract you. A lot of things are going to happen. A lot of things are already happening. And we have come today on this program to bring updates to your doorstep. The restoration of the independent state of Biafra is about to happen. It does not matter whether you agree with us or not. It does not matter whether you like us or not. It doesn't matter whether you like Mazi Simon Ekpa or not. It doesn't matter whether you like Mazi Nandekano or not. The most interesting and important event is about to happen on the planet Earth. And my question to you is, how prepared are you to receive this gospel? How prepared are you to receive this message? Something very significant and very important is about to happen. And the whole world is attention, waiting to hear what is going to happen. Wherever you are, I want you to pay attention. Do not allow the enemies of Biafra to deceive you. Do not allow the enemies of Biafra to distract you. We are here to keep you updated on every single event. The only thing you have to do is to pay attention to every single thing that is happening in this restoration of Biafra. Don't say you were not told. Don't say you were not warned. Don't say nobody told you. The information is at your doorstep. The choice is yours, either to listen or not to listen. The choice is yours, either to follow the truth or not to follow the truth. Wherever you are today as a Biafran, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Kabiam that you must pay attention to what is going on. It is a time for every one of us to take up our responsibility as Biafrans. You must take up your responsibility as a Biafran. Do not say you are not told. Do not say you are not warned. Don't say you are not told. Because the hour has come. The time that we have waited for a very long time has come. And the only thing you can do today is to pay attention and listen to the voice of reason. If you do, I bet you are going to enjoy the fruit of your labor. No amount of propaganda no amount of blackmail is going to stop the restoration of independent state of Biafra. No amount of propaganda, no amount of blackmail will stop the restoration of independent state of Biafra. I urge you as a Biafran to please do not allow anybody to deceive you. Do not allow anybody to distract you. Do not allow any propagandist to come your way. They are going to try, but you must not allow them to succeed. They will try, but you must not allow them to succeed. No matter how many times they try, they are going to fail. But you that know that you are worshiping Chukwu Okike Abiama, you that know why you are here, do not pay attention to the blackmail and propaganda of the enemy. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, delivered a statement, and I'm going to bring to you the latest message that is coming from the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. Remember, we are here for updates. Let us hear this message, this update coming from the Prime Minister of Biafra, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Let us listen to him.
Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans. I made a video last time and of course gave the enemies the opportunity for their own propaganda. So we continue what we're doing. You know what? They say this smoke where they come out for here. Na Igbo. They say this smoke where they come out for here. Na Igbo. See, look the eyes. What do you see? They say this smoke where they come out for here. Na Igbo. Na Igbo, you don't smoke finish. And Igbo, they come out smoke. My Igbo na spiritual Igbo. My own Igbo na spiritual Igbo. Now that Igbo be this. You see? That Igbo na be this. And that Igbo they knock you for social media.
I hope you saw it. You see, these propagandists, they will never cease to amaze me. The propagandists, they will always continue to push their lies, very confused. And just like our Prime Minister said, we will continue to set them up while we are busy preparing for the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. These criminals, these people that are good for nothing, instead of following the right thing, they are busy talking about irrelevant issues. And our Prime Minister have now responded. How can you imagine? They came around and they are saying the smoke coming out from the Prime Minister when he's talking, that it is Igbo. Today you have seen that Igbo he smokes, right? Are you okay now? Are you okay now? I hope you are not satisfied. You have seen the Igbo. Do you have any other problem? Any other comment? Of course, no comment. My fellow Biafrans, the restoration of the independent state of Biafra is the only alternative to all this idiocy, to all this nonsense that is happening right, left, and center. That is the only alternative. And there is nothing anybody can do. The earlier these idiots know that our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa is the solution and the only way, the better for them. Why they are busy talking rubbish on their networks? The international media is busy reporting about the Biafran government. The international media is busy speaking, reporting about the Biafran government. And that is a plus. We are concentrating on the achievements of the government of Biafra. Biafra government have made tremendous progress. Huge progress. Why they are busy trying to figure out the kind of smoke that is coming out from our Prime Minister. Why they are busy looking around to see the kind of smoke that is coming out from our Prime Minister. The Biafran governments are doing exploit. You can see, this is a report. What I am showing you here is a report from the Washington Independent News. It is a breaking news. You can see it. Home, breaking news. From the Washington Independent. Why they are busy. Why the Zoological Republic, the Janjaweed are busy. Why the IPOB Nigeria are busy looking for propaganda to push. The world is speaking about our Prime Minister. The world is talking about Biafra. The world is ready to welcome Biafra. You can see it clearly that the only people today that are genuinely seeking for the freedom of Biafran people is the Biafran government. And you can see from here, it is written, Biafra march towards independence gains momentum. Why Biafra march is getting momentum? These criminals are supposed to be happy. They're supposed to engage themselves on something that is right. This report you see is coming from the Washington Independent News. The Washington Independent, all the way from the DC. Instead of them to pay attention, rejoice, for Biafra is coming. Instead of them to rejoice that Biafra finally is no longer in agitation, the restoration of Biafra is now hitting the DC. Instead of them to be happy, they are busy pushing propaganda. Look at it, a headline that is supposed to make every Biafran happy. The struggle of independence of Biafra, a West African region currently under Nigeria control, is far from over. And who made this very report possible? It is the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, that made it possible. This report you are seeing is because of what the Biafran government under the Prime Minister is doing. That is why you saw this report. And instead of people to rejoice, to give accolades to our Prime Minister, they are busy talking rubbish. In as much as they are talking their rubbish, we feel fulfilled, just like our Prime Minister wrote. Every one of us, we are happy and we feel very, very fulfilled. We feel fulfilled for what we see. And we are happy. We are happy that we are making progress. The progress is heavy. The progress is huge. And as we are making progress, the whole world is paying attention. The world is taking attention. And you can see one of the reports that is coming from a very renowned somebody who has been in the opinion makers in the United Kingdom, in the US, Tobonengi. You see what our Prime Minister wrote. Our Prime Minister wrote here, he said, "Thank you, Ambassador Nagy, for continuing to highlight Nigeria's descent into a failed state. I have appreciated the opportunity to meet with you to discuss this issue and the Biafran cause more specifically. This is a report coming from Ambassador Nengi, an ambassador in the US, former ambassador in the US. Look at the report. He said, this exceeds even Nigerian ridiculousness. 29 children could be facing the death penalty for participating in a protest against the country's record cost of living crisis. Is Nigeria trying to be the next North Korea of Africa? May sanity prevail. The person that posted this very message is not an ordinary person. You heard his name there, Ambassador Neki in the United States of America, a very popular man. You can see. And their own news is carrying it across the world. Daily Post is saying, nothing can stop the Biafran independence. Simon Ekpa vows. When our prime minister speak, every media will carry it. How many of these idiots does the media pay attention to? They are busy talking about the smoke that is coming where our prime minister is broadcasting. They are busy talking about irrelevant and nonsense matters that doesn't hold water. They are busy talking from all sides of their mouth. Why we are making progress, why we are making difference, why we are exceedingly going above board. Simon Ekpa declares Biafra independent unstoppable as new currency set to launch. That is it. Why they are busy gossiping, our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is making headline. All these headlines you are seeing are from Nigeria. They are on Nigerian news. Our Prime Minister is making a headline. You can see it. But the criminals are busy castigating him and talking trash. They are busy trying to distract him. But I thank Chukwu that Master Simon Ekpa is not somebody you can distract. If you want entertainment, he will give you entertainment. If you want seriousness, he will show you the serious part of his life. If you want a game, he is ready to play game with you until you get tired. My fellow Biafran that are watching this program, we must prepare for what is coming. We will actualize Biafra, daily trust, growth. Every single statement our Prime Minister makes, the whole world carry it. Even the Zoological Republic media, they cannot control themselves this time around. Mazen Nandekano said it, that when the time comes, they will be forced to report about Biafra. Today, they are forced to report about Biafra. You can see reports coming from Nigerian media themselves. International media is reporting. Nigerian media also is reporting. Nothing can stop actualization of Biafra. All these informations are there. This is the next one. I think I have read this one before. The man that is speaking today positively to restoration of Biafra, the man that I told you, the Ambassador Negi, our Prime Minister here is writing about the Ambassador Negi, and he said, breaking, Ambassador Tobo Negi, one of the most respected diplomats in the United States and the former United States Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs under President Trump, stated, is Nigeria trying to be the North Korea of Africa for considering the death penalty for innocent children protesting the cost of living? You see people they charge for treason, young children. For a United States diplomats of Ambassador Nagi's prestige to compare Nigeria to North Korea is a game changer. Nigeria being referred to as the North Korea of Africa is a paradigm shift in this sea, an achievement which our lobbies arranged for me to virtually meet with Ambassador Negi in July of this year. This very Ambassador Negi have discussed virtually, met with our Prime Minister, and that was where he got his conviction about the evil in the zoo, the treasury in the zoo, the tyranny in the zoo, and their wickedness. We are making progress. It doesn't matter what they say. This is Vanguard reporting. Vanguard is reporting. The pro-Biafra group has said that nothing can stop the actualization of Biafra independence. Nothing that some global community, noting that some global community have assented to the aspiration. Global communities have ascended to the aspiration of the Biafran people. This is not a blackmail, it is a truth of the matter. And this Vanguard is reporting it in Nigeria. So when I tell you the zoo know what is coming, they know. That is why today they are running from pillar to pole. These are informations on your desk. While we are making their progress and moving forward, you can see what is happening in the zoo. As we are progressing, the news coming from Vanguard say another terror group emerges in Sokoto. Another terror group emerged in Sokoto State. And our Prime Minister wrote, congratulations to the Islamic State. Thank God Biafra are leaving the terror state. While we are talking about exiting, while we are trying to bring sanity, while we are trying to bring security to our people, the zoo and the northern part of Nigeria is launching a new terror group. Nigeria is launching a new terror group. Another terror group emerges in Sokoto. I didn't write it. Look at it. It's Vanguard. Vanguard. Now you understand. Now you understand that we must be fast to get out before it is too late. We must be fast. There is no need to waste time. There is no need to waste time. Nigerian terrorist headquarters army are now throwing bombs in the market in Biafra land. Let them bomb as many as possible, but at the end, Biafra will come. That is what they are doing as we speak. Just as they did in 1967, they bombed markets, they bombed hospitals. Today, as we speak, the Nigerian terrorist government are bombing market in Biafra land. The Nigerian terrorist government are bombing market in Biafra land. This is what is happening. It was posted 2 hours ago. Our Prime Minister gave this update. 2 hours, just 2 hours ago, the Prime Minister gave this update. Look at it. You can see it for yourself. 2 hours ago, the terrorists, Nigerian headquarters army are now throwing bombs in the market in Biafra land. Let them bomb as many as possible, but at the end, Biafra will come. Exactly, that is the message. There is no amount of destruction in Biafra land that will stop us. Instead of us to stop, it will make us to go higher and stronger. Instead of us to stop, it will make us to even be more tougher and stronger as they continue to push their propaganda and blackmail. We are busy doing exploits. And I want you to hear this last message again from the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. For those of them who are asking questions, in case you are just coming, hear the response from the Prime Minister.
Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans. I made a video last time and of course gave the enemies the opportunity for their own propaganda. So we continue what we're doing. You know what? They say this smoke where they come out for here. Na Igbo. They say this smoke where they come out for here. Na Igbo. See, look the eyes. What do you see? They say this smoke where they come out for here. Na Igbo. Na Igbo, you don't smoke finish. And Igbo, they come out smoke. My Igbo na spiritual Igbo. My own Igbo na spiritual Igbo. Now that Igbo be this. You see? That Igbo, na be this. And that Igbo, they knock you for social media.
For those of them who are seeking for what is smoking, they have had. So, our Prime Minister will light up more spiritual Igbo for you. More spiritual Igbo is going to be lit up for you so that you will understand. So that you understand and you know what is coming. It does not matter your propaganda. It does not matter your blackmail. You can never, ever truncate the freedom of Biafra. Biafran people are ready this time. Biafrans are ready from all corners, from all angles. And I bet you, you cannot beat it. No matter how you try, you cannot survive what is coming. My fellow Biafrans, I want us to pay a little attention to some of the old broadcasts of our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa. I will always bring those old broadcasts because some things that is happening today is what the Prime Minister has spoken about. That's consistency that Mazen Nandekano had. Our Prime Minister also have that consistency. That very consistency in Mazen Nandekano, we also have it in Mazen Simon Ekpa. And I will continue to share their broadcast at every given point in time. I will bring their broadcast and I will share, so that those of you who are not following will follow, and the latecomers will also know where we are coming from. Those who are latecomers, they will learn their own lesson too, because we will never stop. It does not matter their propaganda and their blackmail, we will never stop. Let us hear what this has to say.
Gone to one native doctor in Anambra State. She also went to 2 native doctors in Edo State. And with whatever she's doing there now, we do not know. But I have to tell her this evening that her power is powerless. I am telling you the fact. That is why I have always told you that where you take my name to, so long as my hands are clean, the people will bring the evidence to use against you. If you take my name to do evil, when I have not come to do evil in Biafra struggle, you will be exposed in the right time. Even your husband will send the information and the evidence to use against you. Your daughter will send me the information that we are going to use to expose you. Your husband, your children, your family members will send me the information we are going to use to expose you. I have been saying this thing from day one. Today, the native doctor that did charm to Nelly Ofebu have come to expose Nelly Ofebu, and I have every information at my own disposal. So,
I hope so many of you remember when this very broadcast was made. When this broadcast was made, some of us thought it was a joke. I need to remind you so that those of you who are still putting their hand in evil, we know that whatever you do against the Prime Minister will backfire against you. Anything you are doing in the secret against him, I am sorry for you. I am very, very sorry for you. If you don't repent, you are going to face the greatest evil of your life. I want you to hear this.
Ike woto ike mo ike Pentecost ike mo una magwani ike aye bugo so gbabiri o ike Pentecost ike mo ike woto ike mo ike Pentecost ike mo. What you don't know is bigger than you. What you don't know is bigger than you. Ike anyị ga-eji wee gbalịa Nigeria or ike Pentecost, ike woto onye apịatụrụ ọpụ ọnụ ụzọ ka apịatụ onye ọzọ si ya n'azụ. What we are doing and what we have done for the past 1 year is apịatụ oge ịpụ ọnụ ụzọ ka apịatụ onye ọzọ so gị n'azụ. Maka the spiritual bullet when you na-abịa from akụkụ. So apịatụrụ oge. If you don't want to go down the 6 feet, ịpụ ọnụ ụzọ ozugbo ka ife so onye so gị n'azụ. Etu aka ọ dị. Anyị abatago. Ọ gbara Igbogharị. Ha! Onye na-achị ọchị kwụsị ụwa dị ya njọ. Anyị anaghị ezo ezo. Those who say Simon Ekpa is their problem, Simon Ekpa will be your problem. I am not here for you. Good evening, my fellow Biafrans. Good evening, everyone. I want to tell you today that we have entered another dimension. We are jumping from dimension to dimension in the struggle for freedom of our people. IPOB autopiloted all over the world. IPOB Biafra people all over the world. IPOB biggest family all over the world. We are going to change code tonight. As our freedom is getting closer and closer by the day. From tonight, we are going to change the code. IPOB all over the world. Woto promas. IPOB autopiloted all over the world. Woto promas. The month of November is the Woto promas month. I have always told you people, we are not here for, now we are not having a normal program. It is going to last for a while. We are entering our normal exposition, by the way. Our program now is what I call a brush up, to brush things up. We are officially 119 days to Biafra. I have said it before. Instead, Biafra will not come in 2023. We will burn down Nigeria and still Biafra will come. You understand me? When we say we will burn down Nigeria, some people will shout, "Oh, go and arrest him. Go and arrest him." These are fools. Complete fools. You think we are scared of saying we are going to burn down Nigeria? Who will burn down Nigeria? You think war is to come and cement your house? You think fighting war for your freedom is to come to your house and cement it, or to go to government houses and put a pillar so that it will not fall. You think fighting for freedom is not about burning down? We're going to burn down Nigeria. And after burning it down, Biafra will still come. So the choice is yours. It is not, I want you to make this video go viral. I am saying it today, the 6th of November 2022. If you do not give Biafra freedom, and if we do not get freedom in 2023, and if we do not fight for the freedom and get it, we are going to burn Nigeria down. And after burning it down, we are still going to get our Biafra. All of them is what we call win-win. It is either way. So I want to start this program by making this declaration on this day. If you go to our Twitter, it is there on Twitter. The month of November, we have declared that if Biafra did not come in 2023, we will burn down Nigeria and we are still going to get our Biafra. Okay? After burning it down.
Now you can understand why the burning down is ongoing. You can now understand this was the broadcast that Mazi Samuel made a year ago. And he made it clear, if they don't allow us to go last year, 2023, that we are going to burn down the zoo. How many of you can say that the zoo is not burned down today? The zoo is burned down economically. The zoo is burned down security-wise. The zoo is burned down in every ramification. The zoo is burned down on international stage. The zoo is burnt down on every representation they have. I bet you there is no kind of burn down that is greater than this one you are seeing today. The Zoological Republic is going to go down more and more, and it will be burning and burning and burning until Biafra is restored. They have only one option. Let Biafra go, or they face the consequence. Today, what you are seeing is the consequence of not allowing Biafra to go. This was the promise made in 2013. And we are standing upon that promise today. When you see the level the Prime Minister is going, both internationally, diplomatically, officially, politically, and on armed struggle, you will know that the zoo is in a big soup. This is a promise fulfilled. For those idiots who doesn't know where we are coming from and what we are doing, for those idiots who are busy thinking that they can talk down on the Prime Minister, I hope you pay attention and know that nothing on the planet Earth will stop us. The zoo will definitely go down, whether they like it or not.
I want you to understand that for those of you who do not understand what freedom is all about, we are not here to give you peaceful freedom fighting. No. Our own fight, we have picked up arms and we are defending ourselves because we have been killed for many years. And we are tired of complaining. So this freedom fighting is not the one you know before. It's not on the pages of newspaper. It is not on social media. We are fighting on ground. We are fighting diplomatically. We are fighting on social media. We are fighting on ground against Nigeria government who have killed our people without remorse. And let me tell you, we are winning them already. Yesterday was yet another great day that we have made history. You know, we told them, if you think those who advise you to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have given you wrong advice. I believe I don't need to remind you that. I do not need to remind you. Because I want to inform you today, for those who are asking, what is the elite doing? What is the Biafra elite doing? Biafra elite don't do anything. We don't have what we call Biafra elite. There is nothing like Biafra elite. Because the elite are corrupt. At least, can you point at one person that you are going to call Biafra elite that is not corrupt? Can you point at one person that you can say he is a Biafra elite that is not feeding fat by what Nigeria provide for him or her? Can you mention one elite that will be in soup the way they are in Nigeria and they will be talking about freedom? No. We are fighting for the freedom of 99% of Biafra people who are at the receiving end of all the corrupt and criminal and terrorism and every criminality that Nigeria has offered. For the fact that from the beginning of Nigeria, we were never one. There has been cat and dog fight from the beginning to now. So if anybody is telling you, oh, what about your elite? What are they saying? They are not ready for Biafra. Tell the person that the person should go to hell. The freedom of Biafra is not freedom of the elite. The freedom of Biafra is not freedom of the governors. Governors don't need freedom. They are very contented with the slave mentality and the looting and the fraud and the corruption they are living with in Nigeria. So you can't expect them to fight for freedom. We are not fighting freedom hoping that the governors will join us. Never. And you know, we have declared them our enemy. And very soon, they will be hearing from us. We say those who say we will not sleep, we are going to give them sleepless night. I want you to understand that this freedom is for the freedom of Biafra, not the freedom of politicians, not the freedom of the representative. And by 2023, we are going to make sure that nobody will be voted in Biafra land. Nobody will be voted because that doesn't represent the interest of Biafrans. They have failed and failed woefully. We will fight them physically, spiritually, and everything we got. And because we focus on them, from this November, all of them will be very uncomfortable in Biafra land. When we are revolting against the terrorist government, we revolt against their servant. So everybody that served them are the enemies of Biafra. It is either you come secretly and declare your support for the people, otherwise, by the time we start fighting, we are going to fight you too. You can't be serving two people and two masters at the same time. You can't be serving the interest of the terrorist government against your own people. So by the time we are going to start, we will fight you. All of you in Biafra land, you are going to receive it. It is a revolution. When we have the revolution, we are not revolting against ordinary people. We are revolting against the government and their agents. So I am not here to paint the world. I am here. We have built your mental toughness for 1 year, at least. We have been able to tell you that the time has come that you will begin to stockpile food. When we say 119 days, it is not too far. It is here. And our responsibility is to make sure that nobody in Biafra land will be voted. Nobody will vote and nobody will be voted for. We are going to tell them that the Biafra people are the one who have been voting them to go and represent Biafra people in this evil contraption called Nigeria. Yet, what do they do in return? They invite military to kill you when you protest against them. What do they do in return? Immediately they become governor and swear oath of allegiance to the caliphate. They will begin to pursue and chase after volunteers and vigilantes and security outfit that will form to protect our land. Today, the same people are coming, telling you how you are going to be part of Nigeria 2023 election. And I want to thank those who are making super chat, the UNESCO. Thank you very much for your super chat. We appreciate you. You're supporting us, supporting everything we do all the time. Yesterday was a very historic day, and all of you can understand now that indeed Nigeria planted the people that are sabotaging the Biafra struggle within. The same way we went into alliance and collaboration and issued a very historic joint press briefing yesterday with our Yoruba nation leaders, will be the same way, has been the same way many governments are communicating with us. Many countries communicating with us. And any day they are going to hear that, oh, this country is now supporting Biafra. Do you know what they're going to do? These same criminals will be the people to write those countries. Oh, you are supporting Biafra. You are supporting them. They are not real. They are not original. They are not, they are thief. They are criminal. This is what they have been doing.
And this is what they are doing today as we speak. Today, this is what they are doing. When they see the progress that the Prime Minister is making, they go behind and they castigate it. Even as the Biafra issue is on the international stage, many people are supporting, many press is writing about it in the United States. What do you see? The IPOB in Nigeria today, they are castigating it. They are attacking it. They are saying he's working for Nigeria. This thing our Prime Minister is speaking, that he said last year, is exactly what they are doing today. They know that Biafra have won attention. Biafra has gained attention worldwide. They know that the important personalities are speaking about Biafra. Today, they have come out from all angles. The only message they have is to paint the Prime Minister bad. But I bet you they came very late. They came very, very late and they will never succeed.
They are doing it within themselves. They are doing it even to those who have applied asylum in different parts of the world. You know, when I talk about asylum, the idiots, they don't understand that our people who are applying for asylum all over the world must be protected until Biafra come. They tell you if Biafra is coming, why are they asking people asylum? Hey, Jesus Christ. We've heard the story of how they wrote against asylum seekers years back. I'm sorry. I'll drink something and the water is disturbing. Sorry.
Before we continue, I want you to listen to this very message also. That was preached by our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nandekan, many years ago. We will always carry you front and back for us to remember. because we will never give up.
You people will tire before us because we outnumber you by over 100 to 1. You people have visited us to the zoo. It was the idiocy of the Hausa people that allowed you people to be doing all that rubbish you're doing. You cannot bring it to this. You can't anywhere that do anything. Our own madness is more than your own madness. You know that very well. Our own insanity more than your own insanity. People like Ukwan stop being afraid of me, Etiala. Ukwan, stop being afraid of these people that cannot do anything. Apart from Abaribe, who else is talking? Do you think they can touch Abaribe? Of course they can't. Only Conso, only Conso, our commander on the ground, and everywhere is boiling. And as I said, 2,000 heads. I think you're here. You will be buried with 2,000 heads, and it's being accumulated as we speak. 2,000 heads. Was buried. The upper building is 100. It also is 2,000 heads. And we are not going to stop until we get those heads. 2,000 of them before we bury him. You can lie all you like. Oh, Pusadima, let him come out and speak to the people. You see now, like the imposter. Come out and talk to the people. If you're back. Come out and speak to the people. Stop being afraid of this will happen to you. You know, so when the light is in this place, when every people
Sorry for that interruption. The voice is actually interrupted, and we will continue from the message of our Prime Minister.
We are going to block the comment section. Biafra Unite is fine, and for that reason, we make it to members only. Let us see that we have reasonable people commenting on this platform. And continue to drag Biafra to Nigerian politics when Biafra didn't send you. Biafra, you yourself said you don't vote me because I'm an Igbo man. And Igbo people are saying they are tired of Nigeria. So if the anarchy comes, it will consume you first before any person. If the truth come now here, we won't know who is governor, who is the man. Okay. So it is because we save Nigeria because if it happens,
do you see a useless man making a case for Nigeria, telling us to come and save Nigeria? This is how idiotic this man called Opito Obi is. Just listen.
And a lack of leadership about but in all of this, Makodi taking a state when he visited Governor Samuel. Take a listen to Mr. Peter Obi. The deal I have with them is that they are passionate for a better Nigeria. That's the only deal. Everybody's Nigerian to survive now. Everybody, because at the end of the day, it collapses. Anarchy consumes everybody. The deal he have with who? Which people is P2B talking about the deal he have? I don't understand. He have the deal with the British or the deal with so he should, they did not start the London boy on time. We should know which of the deal is P2B talking about. The country is facing escalating security threat, current crisis, and the lack of on the part of the ruling in our progressive Congress. Saying all of this in Makodi, the capital of Benue State, where Governor Samuel Orton. Take a listen to Mr. Peter Obi. I can tell you the only deal I have with them is that they are passionate to better Nigeria. The only deal I have with them is that they are passionate with a better Nigeria. So who is P2B referring of having a deal with? That are passionate. Is it about their passionate? Is it about their passion? Or is it about our own life, our future, and our right to get ourselves a better nation that we can progress more? So who is P2B referring to? To be passionate about one Nigeria and all that. Is it about us? It is not about us. Why are they passionate about us staying in a terrorist country? Why are they not passionate about us building aeroplane? Why are they not passionate about us having working hospital and school? Why are they not passionate about us? Is it the 5 BDP governors? This man, I need to know. Council was he referring to BDP governors? It does not matter who he is referring to. Whoever that he is referring to, the question goes to them. What are they passionate about in Nigeria? Are they passionate about the Nigeria because Nigeria is producing aeroplane and building motors and all that? Are they proud of Nigeria and passionate about one Nigeria because Nigeria has built one of the world-class road network? Are they passionate about Nigeria, that Nigeria has protected your life? They are passionate about one Nigeria, which they don't know how the Fulanis have restructured in Nigeria to the extent they have hijacked every sensitive position in Nigeria. Then they don't know when the 1989 Abuja Declaration was made. So what these people are talking about and how he went into agreement with them because they are passionate about Nigeria. So what is the passion all about? I want you people to watch and listen very attentively.
That's the only thing. Everybody wants Nigeria to survive now.
Why would you be wanting Nigeria to survive when the people that made up Nigeria don't want Nigeria to survive? I hope people understand the message. The message is that even P2B know that Nigeria have died or Nigeria is dying, and P2B is talking about surviving. So because it's something that is surviving, something that is dying, you will say is surviving. So they want Nigeria to survive. Nigeria will never survive. We are going to kill Nigeria by ourselves. Since Nigeria have killed us many years, in 2023 we killed Nigeria. Nigeria will never survive the rot that is coming from us. So anybody that telling you Nigeria must survive person is the enemy of the freedom of our people. He knows that, if I told you people that before the end of this November, if P2B did not bow down, it is just continuing because of shame. And are you not seeing it? Go to social media, you will see all the people that supported him before. They are beginning to ask questions. They are saying, oh, where is the OB force? Where is this thing? Where is the force again? Oh, we are not seeing them again. Where are they? They will disappear. If they don't disappear, it will be because of shame. So they don't prove me right. We don't want anybody to prove me right. But I'm telling you, before November ending, it will be goodbye. And if he didn't bow down, just know it, that it is just to show that I was not right. But at the end of the day, the end will justify the means. Now let us continue.
It collapses. Anarchy consumes everybody. You wouldn't share about party.
Why would you want anarchy to consume everybody? Why can't you listen to the people that are making up this Nigeria or that made up Nigeria? Why must you now force them? Why are you going to be saying anarchy, anarchy? Why can't you listen to the people who say, you are not going to be president. We don't want you to be president. We are not interested in Nigerian presidency. We are only interested in our freedom. And you are talking about anarchy. If something is not done, anarchy will first of all consume you P2B. Except if you are not in Nigeria. When that anarchy will start, it will first of all visit you. Except you are not in Biafra land. So don't go and start campaigning and continue to drag Biafra to Nigerian politics. when Biafra didn't send you. Biafra, you yourself said you don't vote me because I'm an Igbo man. And Igbo people are saying they are tired of Nigeria. So if the anarchy comes, it will consume you first before any person.
It's a true bomb now here. We don't know who is governor, who is the man.
Okay.
So it is better we save Nigeria, because if it happens, nobody knows who will be affected.
Ask P2B, why is he saving Nigeria? Is he saving Nigeria because Nigeria saved him? Is he saving Nigeria because Nigeria saved you? What is so special about Nigeria that P2B is telling you to save? I want to tell you the reason. The reason is that P2B is in the category of the elite I talked about in the beginning. They are never going to fight for freedom. So our freedom is not for people like P2B. When we are fighting for freedom, the freedom is not for people like the governors. No, they can never be part of us. They will never fight for freedom. Because these are the people that, that Nigeria made who they are today. They steal from Nigeria, they are corrupt, and the business they are making today, their business are not genuine. They made their business under corrupt policies. So if they do like they want to fight, it's going to go against their businesses. So what you see now is protecting their business interests, and of course, their status in the fake Nigeria. Thank you, Abba James, for that. And then we'll continue.
The Labour Party, that's the question that Mr. Peter will be earlier today in Macaulay. But the Labour Party was at the verge of releasing its manifesto officially, which the candidate says it will be released by him. The candidate said the one that was earlier posted on the website of the party had to be reworked, and a few changes had to be made, and they will soon finalize. Let's talk about some of these issues. The Labour Party, the manifesto, the Peter Obi, the agenda or the alliance with some PDP governors, and what this means ahead in the race of the 2023. Let's speak with a chieftain of the Labour Party, Professor Patrick. He is us live here in Abuja. Thank you so much, Prof, for coming. Great pleasure. You heard my conversation with Professor Alkali, and we've made up our minds to be able to answer the question on how, not only what you want to do, but how, because over the years it's been, we want to do this, but people don't answer critical question on how it's going to be done. Tonight, your party has not released its manifesto. We saw an abridged version and unofficial versions. When do you think that will be ready?
The manifesto is more or less ready. The only reason it has not been formed, the intent have taken away principle for in the country. The team that has worked on this and spent literally weeks, on this, has briefed him a couple of times. One of which was just the Lagos Chamber of Commerce, but a thorough work down. He has to own it. It's his document. It's not what some people put together. He put down a template that they worked on and have given life to. But hopefully this weekend or so, there'll be a sit down with him and this team. And after that document that is good and ready to go out with his imprimatur.
Okay, great. So perhaps before the end of the week?
It could be weekend, depending on the campaign schedule. And by next week, I'm sure it will be ready. But
I'm sorry.
It is very, very funny when you hear what is coming out from these people. And I want you to hear from Mazen Nandekano what is coming out from the zoo that some of these politicians are supporting, the evil they are supporting.
Here on air preaching, Yoruba people are paying ransom to go to their farms to go and farm in Yoruba land. The media will not report it. the same way they will not report how many soldiers they have lost so far. That is their new game plan. But in Biafra land, they will keep dying. That I assure them. Kidnap all you like, intimidate all you like, oppress all you like. But let me tell you something you don't quite understand. We are involved in a nationalist pursuit. We are pursuing the freedom of our land, and it can never stop. I want Fulani to understand this very clearly. Understand it very, very clearly. We are not going to stop. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. If you have come to our land to kill us, you are going to die there. That I can assure you. I am not perturbed by the tag of terrorism, by the tag of you are proscribed. A proscribed outlawed IPOB, a human being in Nigeria who is suffering, a journalist who is suffering, a media house that understands the pain, the suffering, the anguish, the torment that the people are going through every day is fighting this junk on a daily basis. And the Fulani Janta they're all going to find you. They will find you. Do you know that people are being kidnapped in Aba by the Nigerian army sent to Sokoto? They are now demanding ransom. A man paid 6 million naira only 4 days ago to have the wife, his second wife, released to him that was taken to Sokoto. Are you sure you people don't actually understand what is happening around you? We are in a state of war. They've not declared it, but we are in a state of war. Nelson Mandela was called a terrorist. Yes, Nelson Mandela. Go and do your research because everything I tell you is gospel. Nelson Mandela was tagged a terrorist. Oliver Cromwell that brought a semblance of the rule of the people. The reason why in England you have the House of Commons today, that the power resides with a commoner, a prime minister, like Boris Johnson, is because of Oliver Cromwell. Are you listening to me very carefully? The reason why the House of Common People in England is the strongest house you have, not the House of Lords. They are the ones that make the laws. The reason why in England today, somebody who is not either a landed gentry or somebody who is not from the royal family or somebody who is not titled, like an earl, a lord, a viscount, is not the prime minister, is because of a man called Oliver Cromwell, an Englishman. He too was called a terrorist. So too was George Washington. During America's War of Independence, George Washington, this America that every ant wants to go to, this same United States of America that everybody will die to go and live in, is called the land of the free. Or should I say the land of the brave and the free? The man that made it possible is George Washington. The British called him a terrorist. I am saying all of these things tonight so that if you're called a terrorist because you're an IPOB, because you fund ESN, it is a badge of honor. After following what I'm reading out to you tonight, you will understand it. Who are we compared to Nelson Mandela? Of course, we are nobody. Yet he was called a terrorist. It didn't stop him. It did not stop the armed wing of ANC come towards Israel from doing their job to make sure that apartheid collapses. Apartheid, while South Africa abducted, anything abducted, they abducted, they killed, they massacred. At the end of the day, the will of the people prevailed. Our people should not despair. We are going through a very difficult time, aided and abated by the likes of the Salikin Fulani, of the lives of Ojus or Carlo. I'm sure by now that Rochas have repented. In fact, his eyes are open. All the flavors talking about one Nigeria is now very clear to all of you that the Fulanis do not mean well. Not for us who are fighting them, neither for you who are their slaves. If Nelson Mandela can be called a terrorist, who am I? Oliver Cromwell was a terrorist. George Washington was a terrorist. Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe was a terrorist. Even, let me shock you, all of you now. Some of you may have heard about a man called Dr. Azikiwe. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe is his name. I hate to add Nnamdi to his name because he doesn't behave like one. Do you know that Dr. Azikiwe was called a terrorist and exiled to Ghana Are you aware of that? Do you know who called him a terrorist? The same Britain, United Kingdom. Are you aware of that? Dr. Azikiwe, that fought and set Nigeria free. Do you know he was sent to jail by the British? Do you know that Ahmad Bello never went to jail? Do you know that Abubakar Tafawa never went to jail? The only people that went to jail are those from the south. Awolowo and Azikiwe are the only people that went to jail in order to set Nigeria free. Are you aware of that? No, you don't know. And they were called terrorists. Yes, Nnamdi Azikiwe was called a terrorist by the British. You must listen to me attentively. I said this program cannot be like any other. You must listen attentively this evening, please. And invite people to come and listen as well. Nnamdi Azikiwe was called a terrorist by the British. Chief Obafemi Awolowo was not spared. Chief Obafemi Awolowo was called a terrorist as well for trying to set his people free. I want IPOB to know tonight that being called a terrorist because you're fighting for your land and your nation is a badge of honor. It means you've arrived. It means the enemy is scared of what you're doing. And it means that you're succeeding at whatever thing that you're doing. Are you following me? If you are in freedom fighting anywhere in the world, and the people you are fighting have not come to refer to you as a terrorist, then that means you're not doing anything. That means you're not threatening the status quo. Do you understand me very well? That is why in our case, where there is no democracy, because in Africa there is no democracy, people are very primitive, people are basically like wild animals in the forest, they have no brain. That is the reason why we need to agitate the way we are agitating, or else we can never be free. Understand this very, very clearly, please. Awolowo was also a terrorist. For the sake of Yoruba journalists working for Channels Television, all those Yoruba people writing for the Punch newspaper, I also want to let you know tonight that Awolowo was once a terrorist because he was fighting for you. I hope you understand what I'm saying this evening. The world knows we are not terrorists. We have not gone to markets to bomb people. We have not gone to mosques to bomb people. We have not been to churches to kill people. We have not killed anybody, as a matter of fact. What ESN is doing is driving away Fulani terrorists in our forests. How can that make us a terrorist? By pursuing terrorists. How is that possible? How is that possible? Now pay attention to what I have to say. Do you remember those police they sent to Somalia? And I want people in Lagos to confirm this. I want my Yoruba brothers and sisters to confirm this, please, tonight and tomorrow morning. Do you know those police people they sent to Somalia? Ask yourself, why would any sensible country in the world send their police to Somalia? Is that possible? Do you know what they went to Somalia to do? I think that the Nigerian government will be shocked tonight that we have this intel. And I want to let them understand that the M branch of this very movement of IPOB to restore Biafra, our M branch is far more resourceful than any other organization in the whole. There is no move they make we don't know. We know how many tanks they are bringing. We know how many soldiers they are bringing. We know the type of armaments they are bringing. Everything we know. Ask the National Security Advisor of Nigeria. Ask their head of National Military Intelligence in Nigeria. Ask all the so-called big wigs of intelligence in Nigeria. And also ask the British, why did Nigeria send a so-called policeman to Somalia to go and train people? Do you know what they went to Somalia to do? They went to go and recruit Al-Shabaab, terrorist operatives, to come to Nigeria to help them fight this war. That was why they went to Somalia. I'm sure this night they will be shocked how we knew this information. They went to Somalia. There is no country in the world after the debacle of U.S. rescue mission, Operation Hope, under George Bush Sr. No country in the world has ever dared to send their people into Mogadishu. Only Nigeria. Why? To go and recruit the very deadly Al-Shabaab terror group to come and fight for them. Remember the intel all over the place. America gave you intel a few weeks ago. I also have the latest one they gave today. When America said that terrorists are now moving south, I want to let the whole world understand. I want Tinubu to understand that even if you are from there, you're not safe. These are the people who are surrounding Lagos today. They are the ones in the forests of Yoruba land. Their leaders have come. The Nigerian government, the Fulani Caliphate government, sent their hardened men to Somalia to go and recruit Al-Shabaab terror group because they do not have the numbers to fight in the south. So they are complementing it with terrorists they are now recruiting across the Sahel, but most importantly, Al-Shabaab in Somalia. That was why they went to Somalia. Have you heard any updates since they went to Somalia? Have they tried to show you anybody they have recruited from Somalia or how they're helping the Somali government? Have they done so? Their sides? No. Because their motive there is sinister. They went there to go and recruit Al-Shabaab terrorists to come to kill all of you shouting one Nigeria with green, white, green flag. You know, sometimes I think that Elohim in heaven is maybe trying to hold us back to unleash this thing from the Fulani so that all the Fulefus will die in misery and in regret. That was why they went to Somalia to go and recruit Al-Shabaab to come to fight for them. And this Al-Shabaab, they are the ones who are in Lagos, planning to attack Lagos. The Tinubu told the police commissioner to say it's IPOB. Are you following what I'm saying? Ask your, that black people, why did God make me a black person? I don't understand. Why people cannot reason. Let me ask you again. Ever since their police went to Somalia, it is a foreign expeditionary mission. How come there is no update? How many Somalis they have trained? Have you ever, brain of a black man, have you ever wondered why you don't hear anything about that? For the very simple reason that they went to recruit terrorists, Al-Shabaab, and they are the ones now in and around Lagos, planning to launch multiple attacks in Lagos. And a human being, somebody that claims he has conscience, woke up in the morning and decided to blame IPOB for it. When Tinubu knows that those who are in the bushes and forests in and around Lagos are Al-Shabaab, hardened Somali terrorists all the way from Mogadishu that they brought in. Of course, history will be kind to IPOB. As this our brother has just written. His name is Adebayo Raphael. If they say to you in this live that Yoruba people will rise up to write glowingly in defense of IPOB, you will not believe it, but it is here very clear in black and white. Al-Shabaab is in around Lagos because Fulani knows they don't have the numbers. They cannot win this war. Nigeria has never won any war on its own before in its history. They always rely on people to fight for them. After they fight, they start making banks. That's all they do. That is all they do. And to tell you that this is a concerted effort to colonize everybody. Ever since they had their so-called security meeting last week and decided to invade the South. Some of you think it's only the East they're coming to the entire South. Have you been hearing about bandits doing this or doing that anymore? They have promised them that the oil money is theirs. That is why, Madam Tambuwal, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. The attack is coming. You can't escape it because it's too late. They understand that come 2023, should power leave the north, they are finished. So they must attack this. In fact, we are now forcing them to attack 1 year earlier than they had planned. This attack was meant to commence in 2022, but they are starting in 2021 because of IPOB and the Eastern Security Network. May glory and praise be to the Almighty in heaven. Lagos is surrounded by Al-Shabaab, and that is why Tinubu is trying to pin it on IPOB, without success, of course. And I also want, listen to me very carefully this evening, please, and be writing it down. I want the Nigerian government to know this. Nigerian government, The Chinese have promised to sell you weapons. You have moved money to Shanghai. I did not mention Beijing. I said Shanghai. Shanghai is where you are right now, purchasing weapons from the Chinese. China have agreed to sell weapons to Nigeria. They have also signed an agreement to supply Nigeria with weapons. I did not say Beijing. I said you are in Shanghai. That is where you are right now, negotiating to bring those weapons in, because you have moved Al-Shabaab to Lagos. The main strike force of Al-Qaeda is in Benue State, and the hardened remnants that you recruited from Boko Haram, they are now moving to the east from Bauchi. That is a three-pronged attack coming to the south. And I want people to understand this very clearly. By the time the attack intensifies in the south, nobody will remember you are gone. Three-pronged attack. The Nigerian government recruited 3 hardened terror groups to fight this very battle for them. Al-Shabaab, they are in and around Lagos and Yoruba land. They are the ones to lead the attack against Yoruba people. The main strike force of Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb, they are advancing through Benue. They will enter into Kogi. From there, they will come into Anambra and Enugu. Whereas the main Boko Haram front, recruited by this same government, they are coming from Ibu. But they are based in Bauchi, they are coming from Bauchi. That's where the armor, that is where the tanks are that they have given to them with which to come and kill people, because they have promised them the oil and gas in Biafra land. And that Allah gave Nigeria to Fulani people. Today's date is the 16th of May 2021. I pray to Elohim that this doesn't come to pass, but it's going to happen. And when it happens, that you people will go back to his brother. Oh, but he said it all. He's a prophet. He said it all. Because you cannot stop what is coming. And I want you to know those to blame when they start massacring your men, women, and children. You will blame Obasanjo, you will blame Tinubu, you will blame Odious Okalo, you will blame, I don't even want to mention the Sarikino Fulani Hope, who said it's irrelevant. You blame Rojas Okorocha, you blame the Namans, you will blame Iwanyang, you will blame Mrs. Tambuwal, you will blame the likes of Evelyn Clark. All these appeasers of Fulani. They always appease Fulani. They want to please them. One Nigeria. The person you are doing one Nigeria for, does Fulani believe in one Nigeria? So you think that by Fulani opening their mouth and saying one Nigeria, they are doing it because they love you? Are you stupid? Are you that foolish? They are doing it because they want to conquer you. And in fact, you are conquered already. You are conquered already. Nigeria, are you not in Shanghai purchasing weapons right now, this very night? True or false, we know. When you bring them in, we are going to know. When you deploy them, we are going to know. When we destroy them in Biafra land, we will also tell you that we've destroyed them. That is to let you understand that our own intelligence is more than yours. Because in Yoruba land right now, not only are they refugees in Benin Republic, which some of them do not know, because the news is being suppressed, Yoruba people are paying ransom to go to their farms. Ask yourself this question. Somebody as influential as Wole Soyinka cannot go to his farm. He's a Yoruba man. Wole Soyinka, of course, one of the people that I blame for the mess that Nigeria is in. A man who is learned should be educating those of us, should be foretelling the dangers to come by virtue of his academic accomplishments. He was the one supporting Fulani Janjaweed. I don't know if they were doing it to spite the Igbo people. I don't know what for. That same man cannot go to his farm. Are you following what is happening? Are you following what is happening? Of course, they gave us BBC Igbo to do to us what Punch and all these channels have been doing to Yorubas for long. They're in front of you, they'll be doing yo-yo. One Nigeria, you're dancing from the back. They're slaughtering you. They're slaughtering you. Because Fulani needs to create a diversion. And they are masters at that. They know how to divert your attention. They are very good at it. And that was what our brother was writing about at Adebayo Raphael. ESN is a terror group. Nobody will ask them, did ESN bomb any church? Did they go somewhere raping and killing people? Did they steal anything belonging to anybody? The answer is no. So what qualifies them as a terrorist? Oh no, because they're fighting Fulani. They are fighting your Janjaweedism. That is why they're terrorists. And being black people, very cowardly, very wicked, all of you are quiet. And I said this thing before, and I will say it again to the hearing of the whole world. Black people are suffering all over the world because we are a very wicked race. You can never see something evil happening and rise up to say that this is evil. Regardless of that person's ethnicity or tribe or religion, you say this thing is evil. I was in detention. I was paying for wrongfully convicted and wrongfully accused northern boys to have access to decent legal representation. I was paying for it. I was in detention. I was paying for it. I was paying for people who were wrongly accused of being Boko Haram members to be set free. I did not mind which tribe they came from. There is a video circulating, and I want all of you to take that. I was in High Court. I was the one that paid for the parents to come to Abuja, to High Court, that I may tell the whole world where their children were being kept. I did not do it because they were Igbo or Efik or Ibibio or Biafra. No, not at all. Because they are human beings. And the truth must prevail. And I'm telling you, maybe that is the reason why, despite all their attempts to kill me, they have not managed to do so. Because this God that we serve in heaven can see the hearts of men, even in secret. And know that I have no ill feelings towards anybody on this earth. All I want is to be free. The reason why I want to be free is because Nigeria can never work, not today, not tomorrow, not ever. And I have pride and I have honor. I cannot be following white people all over the place, staying in a white man's land, working, them giving me everything, 24 hours, electricity, housing, education, everything, and I cannot give the same thing to my people. If I can't do that, it means I'm a failure in life. That's why we want Biafra. Not out of hatred for anybody, not at all. But Fulani wants to take our land, and we're saying no, they cannot take it. And some of you idiotically are supporting them. In the next coming months, you will see the result of the damage you have done to yourselves. You will see it. Because I know that Fulani Janjaweed, they need access to our oil and our gas. And I'm telling the UK government today that you will land all these plans you're putting in place, because the person on the ground directing this Fulani attack is a woman, a white woman, Katrina Land. That's the one doing all this work for Britain. Britain, one day, you see this little snake you're feeding, this Fulani Janjaweedism you're supporting, they will destroy you. One day they will kill British people in your so-called Nigeria. Go and mark my words somewhere. You people never learn. History is replete with Islamic governments you've held from the past. They came back to bomb and to kill you. I'm talking about Britain, the UK. So will Fulani kill you one day. All this aiding and abating of atrocity upon atrocity. The reason why the Fulanis are coming now is because Britain told them to attack now, because Israel is under siege from Hamas. That is the signature, that is the handwriting of Britain, that is the way they operate. The reason why Harold Wilson allowed the British to support the Fulani Janjaweed to kill 5 million people, the second worst genocide in the history of man, was in 1967. Two things happened. At the same time, Israel was under attack. As I declared, Israel was under the Yom Kippur War of 1967. Israel was under attack. As Israel was under attack, Gowon launched his strike at Gegen. Britain calculated that the whole Vietnam War and everything will take over world attention. And the whole world now is focused on Israel. So the Fulanis can now come to Biafra land and kill as many people as possible. Britain will ensure that the world will not hear about it. Are you following what I'm preaching? Are you following what I'm saying? Because what I'm giving you is gospel from heaven. Is your Chineke. The reason why they chose now to attack, it will surprise me. I don't know. I don't have the intel yet, but it won't surprise me if Nigeria and United Kingdom has in hand in the attack that Hamas is launching against Israel. I'm being honest with you. Or maybe they knew about it. Of course, they have a very credible and formidable intelligence services. They knew about it. And what they said was, Nigeria, this is your time now to move in. Because the global attention is on Israel. Go to Biafra and kill as many as you can. Subdue and suppress them. Do you know how I knew that this was going to happen? Anywhere Katrina Line visits, anywhere she goes to, give it only 2 weeks, the army will move in there to kill people. The British, I'm telling you, simple research, you can do it. Anytime there is a crisis, the British High Commission of Katrina Line, anywhere, anytime she's on the move, you are finished. She was the woman that visited Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The next day, people were dying around Lekki Toll Gate. After visiting Ojos Okalo to go engage the Poles of the East, Ojos Okalo gave them to go ahead to come to our land to kill us. Katrina Line, that's the woman's name. British High Commissioner to the zoo called, that they created called Nigeria. And people don't want to understand because I'm going to come to the issue of black people later on. Because the time has come for us to begin to reason properly like human beings. Do you know somebody called David Anderson, the U.S. intelligence chief? He warned that southern Nigeria needs to keep its eyes open. Terror groups have taken over the region. This is the news being reported 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago, go and Google it. Southern Nigeria needs to keep its eyes open. Terror groups have taken over the region. This was what Tinubu was trying to pin on IPOB. Are you following? This was what Tinubu was trying to pin on IPOB. So when Al-Shabaab are busy slaughtering people in Yoruba land, Tinubu will say it's IPOB that is doing it. But as God will have it, the love I have for Yoruba people stemming from the love they have shown to me, I'm being honest with you. We talk privately. The land of Taya de Banjo, the land of Ganiagams, the land of Iboho, the land of Femi Fanikayode, the land of Papa Shoranti, the land of my late friend. Why would I go and attack it? They don't know that we are under oath. Do you know we are under blood oath with our Yoruba brethren? Are you aware of that? Blood oath. That we can never, ever, not in a billion years, work against each other. Never. That is why you see their rallies. You see the way they do their rallies. That is why everywhere is public. And the intelligence officer that spoke to us told us that they don't want to attack Yoruba yet. Their plan before was to attack Yoruba first. Take over Yoruba land and then come to the east to subdue us. But that the only people they fear is IPOB. Go and ask them. That is why they want to demonize us. If you're from the south, I want you to listen very carefully. If you're Biafra, if you do the war, even from the Middle Belt. The United States has said that the southern part of Nigeria should stay on alert because terror groups are already establishing their presence in the country and moving down south. The warning was made in a media briefing by David Anderson, commander of the U.S. Special Operations Command Africa. He said Al-Qaeda is also expanding to other parts of West Africa. We have engaged with Nigeria and continue to engage with them in intel sharing and in understanding what these violent extremists are doing. Not IPOB. Al-Qaeda is there. Al-Shabaab is there. Three-pronged attack. ICC West Africa is there. And Tinubu wants to pin it on IPOB. You see how evil these men are. But our God is fighting for us. That is why we receive all. They don't even have this intelligence we do. I know where they're buying weapons now, Fulani. Fulani can never fight a war on their own. And I told that all the barracks you see in the east are empty. Nobody wants to join their army. That is why they are drafting people from Babuji. If you claim that the 2 division in Enugu is strong, Obis is strong, or Hafi is strong, or Niger is strong, they are all there to intimidate all of you into submission. That the Fulanis will rule over you. That's all. There are no men. They have to go, and now they are recruiting terrorist groups to come and fight for them. you must understand what is happening. Therefore, it never came to me as a surprise. Katrina Lang, the UK High Commissioner to Nigeria, wants the Igbo race to be wiped out. The same way people want the Jews to be killed. Any day our people rise up to recognize and understand this, the better for all of us. Some people want us dead. Not that we have done anything to them. No, not at all. But because United Kingdom believes that the coming of Biafra will herald the coming of Christ, that the world will come to an end. Any day the black man acquires reason. Any day the black man can build a car. Any day the black man can feed himself. That day the world will come to an end. That's what they believe in. And they know that it is Biafra that holds the key. They understand that very well.
My fellow Biafrans, you have heard a message from our Supreme Damazin Nandekano, and I will continue to bring you this message for you to understand that we have no business in the Zoological Republic. The only alternative for us is to get out of the zoo and pursue our freedom, and that we are going to do. I appreciate everyone who has participated on this very program. I thank you for being part of the program. And I bet you as time goes on, I will continue to bring you more programs like this on the speeches that were made by our Supreme Damazin Nandekano. Why we should end the zoo, the evil of the zoo, the crimes they are committing, and we will continue to fight until we are free. Hear this from our Prime Minister before we go.
Nobody is talking about the agreement and how Nigeria become a country from amalgamation to fake independence to today present Nigeria. They put it under the carpet because nobody have risen up to challenge them. Nobody have risen up to question the existence of Nigeria. Until now, we are questioning it under the Biafra government in exile. And we'll question it with gun, we'll question it with bomb, we'll question it with civility, we'll question it diplomatically, and we'll question it politically. And that is the multi-dimensional approach. That thing they are avoiding to discuss, that particular existence of Nigeria or continuation of Nigeria, they have been avoiding to discuss, will be forced to discuss. They will be forced with the activities and the actions of the Biafra government in 2024. That's where we are going. That's why all these shenanigans, all this their regional government, all this nonsense you see happening are happening today. And they have not actually started hitting the point, because the point remains the continual existence of Nigeria as a country. They are not discussing it. What was the agreement of 1914? What was the agreement thereafter? Independent. What happened for after the 100 years of Nigeria? Nobody is discussing it. Our own British mandate terminated in 2014. That was when the British mandate terminated. When they say you have 100 years, after that we decide.
The message is very clear. We are questioning every single thing today, and we will continue to question it as we reach to our freedom.
I will be here to fight, because freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is coming from abroad. Freedom is coming from the United Nations. Freedom is coming from Washington, D.C. Freedom is coming from the European Union. Freedom is not coming from Africa. Freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is not coming from Abuja. Freedom is coming from America. It's coming from Europe. You don't know that, know it. No matter how sad and bad it sounds. But that is a fact. So why should I go to Nigeria where freedom is not coming from? It's coming from here. I will be here. Biafra freedom will come from diaspora. I promised them for many years, since 2021, that I will bring the Biafra freedom from diaspora. I want you to look around yourself. Is it not coming from diaspora? They thought they have locked everywhere. If you go to Nigeria, they kill you. If you do, they will challenge you. Come to Nigeria, so we'll take you serious. Come to Nigeria. Because I will not come to Nigeria. If you want to die, go and put yourself on war. I will not come to Nigeria. I will be here to fight for my people, and I will be here and free my people from Nigeria. When Queen Elizabeth was controlling you in Nigeria and doing amalgamation, was she there? Was she there? Queen Elizabeth, the same Lugard, was she there? I will do like her. I will be here and free Biafra, and then I will come to unify Biafra people after Biafra has been recognized. I will be here to fight, because freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is coming from abroad. Freedom is coming from the United Nations. Freedom is coming from Washington, D.C. Freedom is coming from the European Union. Freedom is not coming from Africa. Freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is not coming from Abuja. Freedom is coming from America. It's coming from Europe. You don't know that, know it. No matter how sad and bad it sounds. But that is the fact. So why should I go to Nigeria where freedom is not coming from? It's coming from here. Thank you very much.
My fellow Biafrans, I thank you so much for being part of this very program today. Thank you so much for your support. I urge every Biafran, wherever you are, to stand strong. Do not be distracted and do not be deceived. No matter what you see, no matter what you hear, stay strong. We must defend our land. The land of Biafra must be defended. That is a promise. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect every Biafran wherever you are. May Chukwu Okike Abiama secure us, give us long life in the land of the living. Protect our Liberation Army. Protect our Prime Minister Mazi Samuel Ekpa. Protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We pray that our freedom will definitely come very soon. Thank you so much for watching and see you again next time. Stay blessed.
So, Ayala, Umo Biafra Nala, Ayala Nalanso, Umbano Kailawa, Aka Puchoma, Aka Puchoma, we are unstoppable. We are indefatigable. The 14 states of Biafra. One. Ayana. Chidere. Oh, they go ya. Chidera in Biafra. Ayala wala. Mandino no bodo Igbo. Mandino na Nigeria. Mandino na mbo wozo di chiche. Obi kadawala. Ana banyu nugu na ndida. Okay. Ona anye erugo. Webongo. 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 Eligwe de wongo. Aha. Ayapo. Ayapo. Ana manuya. Yeah. Now so. Bayaba. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, sugar. Now so we don't do am. Papa Jiri amwayo. Mama bara megwa. Mayo. Umaka umu Biafra mama. Anya nanu. Obodo mayo. Obodo kwara anyị na nkwa. Ekene. Otito dị n'ọbasi nke igwe. Ege chite ka abịa m ụra. Odumala. Biafra, amen. Ona.